Hey, everybody. We have an update, a Great Awakening update for the month of April. It's April, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to do the usual. I think I'm going to do a masculine reading separate so we can just focus on the energies of this month. I just looked at the word gateway of light. There's a gateway of light activation happening this month, apparently. And we're walking through a gateway at this time. So it's a very exciting time right now if you put your blinders on to the devil doing a dance over here. You just got to ignore the devil and just stay focused, meaning fear. Okay, so you got fear over here, the fear camp, and then the love camp. Stay in your lane and you'll be just fine. You guys may be going down the same highway, but the fear, the fear lane's gonna, it's not, they're not going through the same experience as the love lane is. So stay over here, where God is within you. Okay, the peace within you, the serenity within you, the love of God within you. I just wanted to clarify something real quick, that I learned about UFOs. So thought I'd share this with you. Okay, so real UFOs shapeshift, disappear, and fill with light. And I've seen a UFO before. Actually, it may have been like a couple of them. I was in the mountains of Montana and I was camping and it was like pitch black, except for the moon. And I saw something in the sky that went from like this point to that point, to that point, to that point in like a second. Boom, boom, boom. It just moved effortlessly. It was incredible. It was very far away and it just looked like a star that was doing that, but I could tell that they knew I was watching. And it was very impressive. So UFOs are going to be peaceful. You guys all know this. I'm sure you know this, but if in case you didn't, UFOs, any UFOs that are going to be in our space, in our airspace, are going to be peaceful, loving, benevolent, beings that are here to help. They're not going to do anything else. So UAPs can destroy things. I forget what that stands for, but it's what the Nefarians are using to make it actually act like it's kind of different. It's different than the UFOs. It's called a UAP. So just be aware of that. And UAPs can indeed destroy things and will indeed make it look like it's the good beings. So I'm sure you're aware of this, like I said. And there's also energy right now of you know that movie Liar Liar? There's energy of liar liar. Like people are being forced to speak their mind whether they like it or not. So they're thinking out loud now. And I just think it's so awesome because not only do people kind of tell on themselves and what their attitude is, but they also like let you know if it triggers you what you have to heal and to work on. So it's a beautiful thing for everybody. So let them speak their truth, let them judge you, let them say whatever they want to, and let it be beautiful, a beautiful symphony of life. Everyone has their opinions, and if you chose to do something that someone else doesn't agree with, it's, that just shows that they're a judgmental person, or it shows that they don't, they lack the ability to clarify before jumping to conclusions or whatever. Do the thank you God for my misery exercise on it and just see the advantage and benefit as to why that's a perfect thing that happens or happened or whatever. So we just continue our healing. That's our job. Just continue our healing and stay present in the moment. Those are the only two things you got to think about. Everything else, just, know that you are completely taken care of as you stay in the present moment. Okay. So, I meant to put that over here. Well, it's there now. There we go. Let's scoot it all down. There we go. Is that pretty now? All right, so the first thing I actually want to take a look at is this deck. Okay, Gateway of Light Activation by Kyle Gray. This is what the deck looks like. So let us know what it is what energies are we going through right now together in this great awakening. What is the energy of this time right now? What is the energy? Right. Emerald tablet activation. Didn't we have that before? Emerald tablet activation, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. All right. Sounds like a good thing. Emerald tablet. I'll read it again because I'm not going to make you go to another video to go read it again, you know. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Emerald tablet. All right. Okay, so the Emerald tablet is one of the most celebrated of the Hermetic texts, a series of sacred Egyptian Greek texts from the 2nd century or earlier. Okay, and we're going to skip all that stuff. Okay. The art of turning lead into gold, or something that is leaden and heavy into a golden opportunity. So there may be a golden opportunity this month, and you're probably feeling it. I think we're going to have a lot of golden opportunities from what I've been feeling and sensing, and we have some very exciting, they said, celebratory times coming soon. Do not be disheartened by the song and dance. I'm telling you. Okay, the Emerald tablet is said to have been carved on a bright green stone that was transported to Egypt around the fall of Atlantis and stored in the hall of do. We do know that it's made up of 14 passages. Okay, its famous statement is as above, so below, meaning that what is in the heavens is reflected upon the earth. So we have heaven coming to earth, you guys, and heavenly concepts. That's the 5D. So we continue to ascend at this time. The idea is that he knew of the approaching end of that civilization and hid the Emerald tablet for for teachers to be able to preserve it for later times. Okay, so let's get to the message. Okay. Working the miracles of one. All things come for one. There are, and I've been saying it for a little bit, but there are some incredible miracles happening, and miracles are going to be like a norm, you know, from here on out. Yeah, I just saw like something snatched out of the hand of a greedy little baby and put it into the hands of the peaceful, quiet baby. Your message: when the Emerald tablet activation card appears, you are being called to remember the gifts you are carrying from previous lifetimes. Okay. So we could be being activated to come into our superpowers. Even if you don't always understand how to express them, there's a part of you that knows you hold great power within. Yeah. This is a special time for you to use that power to bring into manifestation all that you need for your life to unfold in a way that is in alignment with your best interests. Thank you, God. Within your best interest. It's going to be in your best interest, guys. It's not going to be terrifying. All that has unfolded so far has given you the opportunity to learn and grow, even the unsettling moments. But you are a master alchemist with the capacity to take all that was once challenging and use it to create positive opportunities for yourself. As above, so below. All the thoughts you send up to source will contribute to your evolution on Earth. Yay! And I just heard a turnaround. So this is, we're going through a time of a turnaround. And let's look at the past life. Let's look at the past life now, because they mentioned a past life here. So I'm curious, which past life as a collective are we? Okay, that one like jumped at me. Greco-Roman. I think we got that before too, didn't we? Oh my gosh. All right. So Greco-Roman. All right. This card indicates that you had a significant life in Greece or Rome that is influencing the situation you're inquiring about. You may have noticed that you're drawn to Greco-Roman architecture, culture, and spirituality. Perhaps you've even visited areas of the Mediterranean. Yes, I have, which felt strangely familiar. Yes, they did. Often when we visit a place where we've lived in our past lives, we get a sense of deja vu. Okay. You've also developed healing skills that can benefit others. In fact, you may already know that you're a healer. This knowledge was acquired in previous lifetimes when you performed healings for others. Back then, your earthly needs were likely taken care of by the community, so you may struggle with the idea of charging money for healing work in this life. It's helpful to know that in the current Western society, everyone must charge for their work, including those who provide spiritually based services. So maybe one of your superpowers is to heal yourself and others. So isn't that interesting? So your superpowers could be that you're an awesome healer. That is awesome. All right. So whatever you're drawn to at this time, I would follow that. Like you might be drawn to a certain book or a certain audio or a course or anything. Mentoring. I've got mentoring available. But whatever you feel drawn to, go towards that and enhance your skills and abilities because they will be used in the coming times. All right, so now I feel like I'm not going in order, am I? Okay, I am going in order of spirit though. All right, so which guide do we have right now guiding us as a collective at this time? Which guide is, I actually just got Ganesh. So I don't know what we're going to pull here, but I just looked at Ganesh and love. So love, removing blockages, because he's all about removing blockages, and it could be in love, removing blockages in love. Awesome. Artemis, brave spirit. Dude, didn't we just get that too? And it's got a stag on it. A stag is a promise of union, of true love. Okay. It's probably not going to say it in that card, but it's just like it's a known thing. So Artemis, brave spirit. Yeah, we definitely have to be brave at this time. That's for sure. Okay, Artemis. Or have a great sense of humor, either or. You got to have a good laugh at some of this stuff, you guys. You can't take yourself too seriously during these times. Okay, stay in your heart space. All right, so, oh my gosh. She's Roman. Artemis, Diana to the Romans, is the Greek goddess of the wilderness, nature, childborn, and the moon, childbirth and the moon. The temple built in her name is Ephesus, was one of the 7 wonders of the world. Revered for her courage and untamed energy, Artemis is a protectress of women. Awesome. She was a patron deity of an ancient female warrior race called the Amazons. Artemis and the Amazons are considered the original feminists as they lived outside the prevailing patriarchy. Artemis represents the independent, wild, feminine spirit beyond patriarchal societal control. With her band of woodland nymphs, she roamed freely, immersed in nature, unconstrained by notions of what or who she should be. Good. Awesome. You may be feeling filled with self-doubt, but Artemis is here to fire up your courage. Be daring and step into uncharted territory. Watch the fears just melt away as you embrace your inner warrior. Developing self-sufficiency is a positive step for you now. That sounds perfect, right? Do you ever spend time alone to nourish your inner life? Artemis invites you to view solitude as an essential spiritual practice, especially if you rarely have an interval between intimate relationships or are always surrounded by people, for sure. The wilderness is a term that describes both the uncultivated natural world and a state of oneness, of inner oneness that has always existed within you. That's the present moment. The wilderness within can often be discovered through communion with external wilderness. Whether it's a spiritual retreat in the forest or just an hour away from regular life in the local park, meditate and ask yourself, what might my brave spirit want me to know? Yeah, let the answer arrive like one of Artemis's arrows. Let this arrow pierce and dissolve all your fears of independence, adventure, and new territories. Woohoo! Let's go, Artemis. Okay. Wow. Prove what we're made of. I just got prove what we're made of. so that we can be proud and look back at these times and say, wow, I did that. I did that. Okay, so now we're doing the Archangel Animal Oracle cards. You're proving it to yourself. You got nobody else to prove it to but yourself, that you can do it, that you can believe in yourself, that you do have superpowers you haven't tapped into yet. Start tapping into those superpowers. You're not going to be able to help it, they just said. Your gifts are your gifts, and they're coming. And they're getting all the bad guys out of the way. The Nefarians are getting swept over here and swept over there. They're being disregarded now. They've almost completely lost their power. Bat, see through illusions into truth. All right, absolutely. And I was just looking at this sword of light. The one sword means truth and communication. So you may have communication that brings truth. So let's look at the bat. And bats are all about sound as well. So maybe you want to do some sound healing, or maybe that's your thing. Maybe you're going to realize that actually what's really funny is that experience that I had with the UFO involved camping with a gal who did toning. She would go to different places all over the earth, and she would just go tone in these places and try to balance the energy there. So isn't that funny? Everything just is so synchronistic, right? Okay, so we're seeing through the illusions right now. Liar, liar. We heard that. You actually said that out loud, and I heard it. Just in case you thought that to yourself. No, you said that out loud. So, and later we are going to be telepathic. We'll be able to, even if they try to just think it, they're not going to be able to get away with it, because we're going to see right through it. All right. So that's why you have to become pure-hearted right now. That's why you have to have pure intentions and a pure heart, and get used to being authentic, because you're not going to have a choice going forward. Okay. All right. Bats originate from another universe and step down from Sirius, where they hone their knowledge about sonics and echolocation to fit in with the atmospherics and energy of Earth. Archangel Michael helps them develop their throat chakras to use these skills to navigate and demonstrate how to do things differently. Through their advanced throat centers, they link us into the planet Mercury and its ascended aspect, telephony, the broadcasting station of the universe. Come on, EBS. Come on, EBS. These highly evolved beings hold much cosmic wisdom as well as divine feminine secrets, and their sole mission is to disseminate it on Earth. They remind us that it is possible for mammals to fly. They are also learning and teaching about sharing responsibility within a community and birthing and caring for babies. So there might be some births coming. This is helping to develop I just got impregnated. I just got the word impregnated. Okay. Spirit has such a great sense of humor. Okay, that tripped me up. They are also learning and teaching about sharing responsibility within communities and birthing and caring for babies. This is helping to develop their heart centers in their quest to become fully fifth dimensional. Okay, so more confirmation, we're becoming fully fifth dimensional now. Bats are highly sensitive to their surroundings, and they work very closely with Archangel Doranka. Guidance. Choosing this card suggests you open your heart and pour love into caring for and nurturing those close to you. When you raise the frequency of your heart center, it enables your throat chakra to expand too. So focus on communicating with love and integrity. Then ask Archangel Michael to help you develop telepathy and your other psychic abilities. Oh my gosh, you guys. Tune into the bats to download your highest potential and perhaps even the spiritual technology of the future. Good technology, not the scary stuff. Your guidance is also to look at the world with fresh eyes. Perceive everything with wisdom. Listen to your intuition to discover the reasons beyond the obvious. Expand your life and remember there is always a new way to do things. Okay, so that makes me think of like spidey senses too. Like you're going to be tapping into your spidey senses. Okay, so I'm going to do a blessing right now to encompass all of this and what we just talked about. And the bat I'm going to pull in the bat to help us right now too. And Artemis. Yeah. Okay. He pema shishihe na taisan se pe la o shishin ke e na ai. Ha la ho mama hai na e halansa se la e o ma na ai. There was also an Ask Amy, not this past week, but the one before that, I think. If you look in the timestamps, look for the toning exercise you can do. Because I actually came up with it while we were on the video. So it's really interesting and really cool. And I use it all the time in my own life. Whatever I'm doing, I'm walking around and I'll start just toning. The different sounds will start coming out. It's pretty cool. Hapama sheshe he na ike la sansi she he la sanse peo papama hana ike la sanse she he la atainsa. Also, I've been making the daily boosters aware of some background energies, some interferences, and what I've been doing to protect them. So if you're a daily booster, make sure that you're checking your winks to see those messages that I've been sending you so you can be aware of what's going on and that it's not you and you're not crazy. And yeah, so pretty much it's my smudging has been changing and shifting to encompass everyone's homes in my daily boost. So it's been kind of cool because I'll pick up on things as I'm walking around doing my light language, doing my clearing, on all these different energies that are coming up with you guys too. So I'm cleaning all of your homes and protecting all of your homes as well. And whatever energies come through as these really irritating little black magic tricks people are playing, and it's laughable, but it's just, would you guys just stop it? I mean, just stop. So, and I still recommend Solara Speaks on YouTube here. If you want to also see some of those energies too. So many times I report it in my winks, or I start talking about it and she picks up on it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like we both picked up on Calendula on this in the same week. And so like 2 or 3 other things she said in that talk too. So yeah, we're apparently on the same wavelength. All right. Mary Magdalene and her advice right now, what she has to say. She's always so spot on. If you guys don't have this deck, I would highly recommend it. If you can get your hands on it, man, anytime something happens around me, yeah, I just pick a card and there it is. It's absolutely exactly what I need to hear. All right. So, all right, Mary. Did I not just say the miracles are going to be happening like crazy and that it's going to become totally normal? This is a card called Miracles. Miracles are coming in April. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. All right. I just saw miracles and then I saw the lovers. So miracles with lovers even. Okay, your determination, commitment, and perseverance is about to pay off. How's that feel? Take that in. Your determination, commitment, and perseverance is about to pay off. Now, this is a time when our economy is collapsing. So why would Spirit be saying your perseverance is about to pay off? Think about that. And all of your work will soon manifest. All you've worked towards will soon manifest. All that you've worked towards, all of the manifestation things that you've been doing, any kind of meditation, any kind of lists you've been making, any type of anything you've been trying to, visualizations or any of that. They're saying right here, it will soon manifest. It will soon manifest. So it will soon be time to celebrate. Didn't I say celebratory a bit ago? It will be soon time to celebrate your achievements. However, you are cautioned not to get too elated. Thank the universe for all you achieve and keep focused. Do not lose sight of your original purpose and intentions. Keep in mind that all you do should not only serve you, but all those around you. So share what you got. In doing this, the universe will continue to guide you and offer its assistance. Visualize your work and influence reaching larger numbers of people. Imagine this happening with ease and only in ways that make you feel comfortable. So if you have a small audience right now, be visualizing that your work can influence reaching larger numbers, but in a way that's comfortable for you. Okay, I'm repeating that just in case. Sometimes when you blow through these things, you don't quite catch it, or you're listening for the next sentence. So that's an important one. Grow your audience by visualizing it growing in a steady and quick pace that's very comfortable for you. It takes no more effort to think big than to think small. And remember that a miracle is always possible no matter what situation you find yourself in. Anything is always possible. Okay. They said it's time to also let your guard down about anything that you've always said that about, like, oh no, that would be impossible. Yeah, right. That's not going to anything you've been skeptical about or kind of poo-pooed. They said, put your poo-poos aside. Put your poo-poos aside. Oh, these guys. All right. So what do we need to know from the Sword of Light deck? All right. Truth's coming. Truth's being revealed. Okay. You will manifest what you need. And I just heard it, and then some. It's number 44. If you've been seeing ones and 4 4s or lots of crazy numbers, a package is arriving. So that could be a real package. This could even be for some of you, like if you've been thinking, about getting some kind of package, like get it delivered. Okay. Express gratitude. Another card about expressing gratitude. So remember to always drop into your heart and be grateful for everything. I do it all day long. I'm constantly touching my heart saying, thank you, God, so much. This is so incredible. This is so incredible. That's so incredible. Thank you for this incredible food. Thank you for my wonderful friends. Thank you for my wonderful fans. Thank you for my wonderful, how supported I feel, how I'm, just do that. Make sure you take time to do that all the time. Instead of worrying, spend your time being grateful for things. So express gratitude is if your plans have already come to pass. So you have to express it as if it's already happened. So even if you don't feel like it's happening right now, thank you, God, for all the incredible abundance, even though you don't feel like you have much right now. I know a lot of people are feeling really tight and a little worried about their money, and they don't know, what to do with it, or, that kind of thing. So take that energy and act as if you already feel completely, totally secure and safe with your money. And you're so grateful. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need and making it clear what you need to do. Oh, they're like, what are you doing? We're not done. Okay. You're ready for more. You're ready for more of the good stuff. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you've been contemplating. Well, there you go. If you've been in a stale, stagnant place and you're like, what in the world? Why aren't things happening? Then they could be about to explode in a really good way, in a really positive way. Yay. Be a light to others. I love that picture. And it's a man. How beautiful. Okay, you have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. I feel like this is partially like the masculines. Of course, they got to butt in here, right? The divine masculines, I feel, are starting to embrace their own leadership abilities. The possibility that they are healers, that they are light workers too. Some of these divine masculines are coming out of the shadows and embracing who and what they're truly made of. How beautiful is that? I wish you could see this better, but I'm too far from you. So these masculines are ready to shine their light. So that you can learn from them too. They're like, well, why not be somebody that people come to for advice or come to for this or that, for healing and whatnot? Why not? All right. Deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. Okay, so you may want to get more detailed even in your wish list, what you're trying to manifest. Be specific. I wouldn't use like necessarily a name or a location or anything like that, but specific in terms of, well, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to narrow your options. You want to bring the feeling of it. So, things like maybe even it was instead of I want to feel good at a place on my own, that's really vague in general. So you could say, I want these color walls even, or I'd like, what would make you feel those feelings? What would make you feel comfortable and happy in that home, and start listing those things off. So like it has a garden, or it has a stream, or it's out in the middle of nowhere, or it's right in the middle of things, however you would want things. Be listing those specific things, but just not the location and not names of people or any of that. Because you also don't want to work against people's free will. All right, you are protected. So Spirit is just saying, hey, we got your back. Just stay present, give yourself a hug, put your hand on your heart. If anything scary happens, you are safe within your bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. And look, she doesn't realize that there's a big old angel in back of her. So make any brave moves you need to this month. Be brave and courageous. Remember, that's our leader this month. Yes, you're correct. Yes, you're correct. Go forward boldly and confidently. You are protected. You have listened to your inner guidance and are making a wise choice. Keep moving forward. All right, good. And I see a lot of halos and wings. So we're definitely being led by the angels right now. And the next deck just so happens to be messages from angels. So what do we have coming? What do we need to know for the month of April, angels? What do we need to know? Whoa. Be patient. Continue to be patient. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. Okay. I'm the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So we have better times to come. So just be patient while everything is worked out, while the show and the song and dance get played out. And then, yes, you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their own spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So this is your confirmation if you were thinking to step up and become some kind of a leader. Absolutely. And you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow your insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So Archangel Gabriel is there to help you to develop your communication abilities if you're insecure about that. And another card about being indecisive and not knowing, so gathering more information as well. So be studying behind the scenes right now while we're kind of waiting for things to roll, or maybe before making your next move or making a presentation or any of that. And then you'll know intuitively when to take action. You're in touch with the truth of the situation. You need to just trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Okay, so be assertive, brave, and courageous at this time. Once you've gathered information and you feel comfortable and you feel that prompting from spirit, then take action and be bold and courageous about it. And yes, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. So always another card reminding us to keep others in mind. This is not talking about people pleasing. This is talking about making sure that you are considering those in need around you, even those that, we always care about our loved ones. We always care, we got their back, but look out for your neighbors as well. Look out for strangers. Make sure everybody's okay. Be a good steward, the good earth steward, just be the light everywhere you go. Smile at everybody, greet everybody, and be kind to them. Open their door for them, carry their groceries for them, help them pick something up if it looks heavy. Anything you can do, just random acts of kindness are really important right now. Look at this. Oh my gosh, you guys, new psychic abilities. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So maybe what you're going to be studying has to do with your healing abilities or whatever these abilities you're coming into are. Maybe you're going to need to study it to remind yourself of the knowledge you already knew in ancient times, in those Roman times. Okay, we're being activated. They just said we're being activated. Okay, what else? What else do we need to know at this time, please, in April? What do we need to know about April? Sensitive emotions, times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra care and gentleness. So make sure that you take care of your emotions through this time. Don't give yourself too hard of a time. Have some things on hand for anxiety. Know yourself well enough to see what you need to do. Sometimes when we're in that state and we're kind of freaking out and we're feeling sensitive and whatnot, sometimes when we're already in it, we don't know like what to do. We're like, we just get all confused and agitated, and it's just like, well, what do I do? Well, what do I do? Then you might reach out to a friend and be like, what should I do? It's like you don't want to feel lost like that. You want to be like, okay, let me look at my list that I have in my diary or whatever, or on the fridge or whatnot, your 911 list. What do I do to calm myself down? Oh yeah, I remember I do this and it really helps, or I do that, something that you can do for yourself to help get through it, even if your friends are not available or whatever. That's why Byron Katie is so helpful, is you learn how to do it by yourself. You don't need anybody else. You don't need to talk to anybody else. You just work it out within yourself. Answered prayers are coming. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Well, there you go. All of these, another card about your prayers being answered, your dreams coming true. They're coming. And just make time to care for yourself. Whatever's going to be going on in April, make sure you take really good care of yourself. Take time to meditate. That's one of the best things you can possibly do for yourself. Okay. Healthy communication and relationships. So it looks like some of you might be talking to your true love and healing things. Also, I feel some of you might be asking for forgiveness and giving forgiveness with people of the past as well. Be gentle with yourself. Again, don't beat yourself up. Be gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself in a positive way, like you would your very best friend, and let yourself sparkle and shine. It's okay. It's okay. Be beautiful. Be bold. Be courageous. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. The real you, they just said, the real you. Not the one you've been trying to hide. Okay. So we're going to get some of these cards. I forget. Oh, self-care cards. Well, that we talked about. They told us we need to focus on self-care for April. So let's get specific. How, Spirit, do you want us to take care of ourselves in April? How do you want us to take care of ourselves in April? Feelings. Healing begins with feeling. Be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart. I don't know what's going to be happening that we have to be so gentle with ourselves, but we usually tend to, beat ourselves up sometimes or feel guilty about things, but don't do that. Just keep being your best supporter. Be your own best friend and your best supporter. And always put your hand on your heart. Even if other people judge me, I love me. I love myself. I love the things I do. I love the choices that I make. I love who I am. It's all okay. I even love that other person for saying what they said. That's okay too. I love them for being themselves. I love all of it. I'm grateful for all of it. I love you. I got you. Ease. Today, I allow life to be easy. So take those breaks when you need to. Needs. Do you need more time to yourself, a break from thinking too much, a kind encounter with a friend? Your needs matter, and it's time to honor them. So take time for yourself, take time for yourself, take time for yourself, take breaks, All right, choice. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. Exactly. So don't beat yourself up and feel guilty that you seem to have made a wrong choice, because there are no wrong choices. Whatever we do, we were meant to do, and we do it. So, and then you just have the best positive attitude you can about having done it, and then you're good. Okay, so ease again. So whenever the messages start to repeat, it's time to move on. All right. So one more deck. Oh, I was going to ask a question though too about like, yeah, I will in a minute. Okay. So what advice do you have for, this is my spirit deck, spirit oracle. All right. What do you recommend for us to do in April here? Learn to be more fluid and flexible rather than seeing things the way you always have. It's time to evolve past this. Not that you can see that. I'll just read it. You're on the right path to making your dreams come true. Oh my goodness. You have a voice and a heart that wants to use it. Set it free. You need to remove that toxic person, group, or situation from your life if you want things to change. You can't hold on to one thing and have this thing over here. You got to let go of the old ways, the old way of thinking, the old way of being, the old way of living. You got to throw it all away. Like one thing I've been doing is every 3, 6, and 9 a.m. and p.m., I set an alarm. And when it goes off, I say, I am a new woman. I am a new woman. And I do it 3 times. I am a new woman. So maybe you could try that. Shake yourself free from any kind of stagnant energy and become new. Your mind may be put at ease if you could do some research on this. So research has come up several times. This involves illusory beliefs of guilt and shame. So maybe the dark side, maybe the Nefarians are going to try to, make you feel a lot of guilt and shame in April, but don't fall for it. Don't fall for those tricks. Love yourself. You can make a bigger impact now and best honor your past by letting go of negative emotions and embracing a more positive outlook. Absolutely. And someone might need a bit of tough love if you're to love yourself and live like you want to. Don't be afraid to assert those boundaries. Okay, so I guess the last thing that I was going to ask real quick. Whoa. I was going to ask, what's Trump feeling right now about our world in April? Sitting pretty on a pile of cash, gold. Gold and silver are God's money. So, wow, the Queen of Pentacles, she's got it all. She's got peace, happiness, abundance. And this is the Queen of Pentacles having her dreams come true, everything she's ever wanted. The love, the home, the community, the animals, whatever she's ever wanted or dreamt of. While she was sitting there daydreaming in that chair, sitting comfortable, now here comes more, like they're saying, more is coming, much, much more is coming. So, and he knows that. So he knows that also so this is turning into a guidance from Trump. Secrets will be revealed. You need to be emotionally mature about the information that starts coming out. You need to also be very intuitive when you listen to this and be very discerning when you listen to some of what's coming out. Oh my gosh. The King of Pentacles, the match to the Queen of Pentacles. Your partner might be showing up for you in a solid way for a lifetime, for a long time, not just brief. They figured out a way to finally feel like they deserve it. They missed you enough. And now they might be even thinking of relocating. Now it's turning into a love reading. So, or maybe you will be relocating to get away from a feeling of lack. So go toward someplace new that feels more abundant. So maybe, yeah, I feel like a lot of people are going to be relocating. Oh, I just said relocated in April. So maybe others are going to relocate you for you, like a moving company, or, maybe your family says, hey, I'd like you to live out here. I just bought a house next to us if you want to come out, like maybe you get an invitation to go live somewhere. Okay. What else does Trump want to tell us right now? It's been a really long time, but we've already had the victory. And it's been sneaking up, just like the bad agenda has been sneaking up. So has the victory, and we have won this thing. What about this one? We got to get away from any kind of lack of the past when it comes to money, and a fear of thievery or anything like that, and lay that burden down and just have complete faith in this new beginning. We have partnerships, and the right thing will happen. It just reminds me of how the quantum financial system is going to be protective, and it's going to keep scams from happening and things like that anymore. So that might be within the next possibly even 2 or 3 months where we start seeing scams get really cleaned up. That would be amazing. Wish fulfillment, partnerships coming together, people teaming together, law being corrected, right law coming forward to correct, they said, mistakes and heartbreak. They're correcting mistakes and heartbreak. So, wow. Again with wow. Okay. So also, there's going to be, wow. Okay. So it's turning into a damn love reading. Because, when you think about your wish fulfillment, you want to enjoy it with somebody, right? So whatever you've been planning or plotting, like someone's going to take some action out of integrity and honor to have commitment happen and quick. They think about you all the time. They want this, have the same dreams and desires. They're so impressed that you've been sitting there being so mature and intuitive and calm and loving and motherly towards them. And they're going to offer love back. You're going to get that love back in April. You're going to get that love back that you've been putting out, the feminines. All right. So that's just going to make me pull some masculine cards. So sorry I lied to you at the beginning. I didn't know Spirit was going to make me do it. They're in a place of integrity. They're in a place of integrity. So taking action out of integrity. And we'll get clarifiers for that. What are the collective for the divine masculines? What are they feeling and thinking about their divine feminines, please? Okay. Oh, they want to go to the next level. They miss you like crazy and they feel like they've been left out. And they want back in your world, in your heart. They want to go forward unstoppably. It's the Chariot. They're balancing out so they can go forward. They really want to hold on to you and start developing a firm foundation, a good foundation to stand on. They're just trying to figure out a way for this to come together and to get into their power. Thinking about you all the time. They might be breaking free of something that used to kind of hold them back, imprison them in a way. And they're going away from that, and they're wanting a lot, and like in their heart space, they're just wanting to spill it all. They're just wanting to give it all, so that it feels like an honesty. Like, I just want to be honest with you so that we can have a good sturdy foundation and it's not wobbly. So, and I saw the 10 of Cups a minute ago too, with the 10 of Pentacles. So that's huge energy. But yeah, he's trying to figure out his way, or she could be, are trying to figure out their way to this happy family and ultimate fulfillment. What's really cool is there are no pentacles in this one. They're not thinking about the money. They're thinking of happiness. They're thinking of actually being content. Wow. So yeah, they want to come together with that person who's kind of like a mother figure in a way. Not that you would be like their mother, but you might be. But like, no, I mean like age difference or something like that, but it's more about like being intuitive and soft and cuddly and cozy and sweet and warm and kind, and that's what you embody. And they're wanting to stop being shackled by their world over there, people-pleasing world, whatever they've been people-pleasing over there. They're wanting to break away from it and offer you love from a place of power and stop trying to control things too. There's really not a lot of coins here. I mean, there's 4 coins for stability. So that's awesome. The coins that are here are about stability. So it kind of feels like they've gotten out of their head a little bit. They're a lot more in their heart. They got 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 10 of, there's a ton of cups. So their heart is telling them, stop feeling like everything needs to be perfect in the 3D world. Like, you just follow your heart. So yeah, taking action out of integrity towards that abundant person that you are now, the abundant, calm, stable, peaceful, loving, brand new beginning with the woman that sets their heart on fire. And you've come to a stable place by yourself with no help from your masculine, and they're pretty darn impressed by that. Wow. Independently wealthy, breaking free of somebody who or somebody or something or a constitution, establishment, organization, anything like that that's held them back. They're breaking away from it for a new life of plenty. They know that more is coming. They can sense it too. They feel that, and they're very turned on by you, and they want this new beginning. Okay, so it looks like they may try to take a road trip to come talk to you. And it may be surprising, it may be shocking even, but it's going to create a brand new beginning. So it's, yeah, and I just heard impress you. They really want to impress you. Coming out of the shadows, finally realizing this is the opportunity of a lifetime, and they need to heal things with you, maybe get you naked. So maybe you will get pregnant, and just heal things so you guys can have a bright future and your dreams come true. So, yeah, I just saw a leap of faith, like somebody taking a leap of faith, like getting up the nerve to jump from one cliff to another, like really measuring it and stepping back and looking and stepping back and looking, and like, I'm not going to let my thoughts hold me back anymore. I'm not going to, and I just looked at this when I said that, like crystal clear. They want that victory. So, of course, this isn't for everybody, and not everybody is it going to happen in April, but I mean, there's some very positive energy that they really want to rebuild this thing with you. They really, I just felt like pulling a card for the guides for true love. Okay, so what guide is helping true love right now? What guide is helping true love? What guide is helping true love right now? Baba Yaga, patience. Lord knows we've had a lot of that. We've like mastered. We should get like some kind of a trophy for patience. 52. Okay. I'm just going right to the guidance. Oh, okay. Your spirit medicine, your spirit medicine from the ancient woman of the forest, there's the forest again, Baba Yaga, is a good old dose of patience. It might not be what you want to hear, but there's simply no rushing this process. Everything in nature has a season, but in our modern world, we seem to have forgotten that all good things take time to unfold. The situation or relationship you're involved in won't respond to anxious pushing and prodding. Leave things alone for a while. So make sure you let the masculines do this on their own. Don't push them, and don't be like, oh, are you coming? When you start leaning into it, you got to surrender to it and not care that it's coming for it to actually come. So leave things alone. Time and space are needed for this issue to heal, develop, or come to fruition. Persevere with your journey without grasping for immediate gratification. Instant results are not the way of Baba Yaga. She's inviting you to build something of quality, of real substance. And so is the masculine. Remember him wanting to establish a good, strong foundation. So he wants to do it properly. He wants to do it right. She's inviting you to build something of quality, of real substance, something that endures. And I said that too, that he wants it to be for a lifetime or for a very long time. Keep going even when it seems as if nothing's happening. There are ages and stages of accruing spiritual knowledge. You don't need to ask frantic questions of the universe, of your teachers, or yourself. Just rest assured the answers will come when it's time. You're not being given everything at once because rushing will spoil the end result. Slow cooking yields the richest, tastiest dishes. Let go of your past fast-paced agenda and allow Baba Yaga to work her timeless magic. Additional meanings are make long-term plans or preparations. Any delays you're experiencing are for the best, and slow down the pace of your life. Your invocation is true healing and spiritual growth take time. I trust in the divine process. Okay, so just be patient. And that's when things start really flowing for you, is when you just trust divine timing in it, of everything. I mean, even including all the stuff going on in the world right now. Just be patient with it all. Know that it's coming. Know that we have the victory and we got this. And just go swing on a swing, incorporate some play and self-care. Take care of those sensitive emotions when that happens. So, when you get emotional. Okay, so I'm going to do a blessing for you to just cover this month and protect you guys and to give you wisdom and to help you not beat yourself up for whatever reason. All right. Kama masheshe na taiken sasehela opama ana aishi shinkena ai. Kapala hana cheshe la ken sasehela hana poma an. Ake insa. Kala pohama hasheshinke na haisan sete la asan sepen. Epela ho san se shike ela an. Hapa ho pama hasheshinke ina. Hala hapa hama anatain. Halaka ishin ta ishin sase. Ela kriye san opahama anake ela. Okay, guys, have yourselves a beautiful April, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.